Raphael, what's going on, bro?
Hey!
Well, first I have to unmute myself.
Yeah, well, I muted everybody, so I think you were part of the mute, um,
Hi,
the
Sam.
mass muted. Oh, hi, Heckler. I mean, Melanie. How you doing?
What were you going to call
Hey,
me?
you guys, everybody has permission to heckle Melanie tonight.
No.
Yes,
Wow.
please. Oh, guess what? I'm
What?
going to be 11 on Woodham's. Pete's doing something. I have to get drunk.
Okay, well,
At 11 o'clock, I'm going to be
you're
on
telling
Woodham's
everybody
thing.
because we're live.
Drunk comedy.
Woo! All right, drunk comedy, everybody. I need to have a few drinks to catch up with her, like all of my drinks, because I have had none so far.
So I'm going to start working right now on it.
Okay, start working right now. I'm gonna start working on this show right now. I think.
Okay.
What do you think? No. Okay. Good night, everybody. That was my time. Welcome to Hypothetical Comedy. Welcome to the Melanie Calabrese show, everybody.
Oh, stop it.
Welcome to Hypothetical Comedy, aka Did You Skip Me? AKA I need a fucking haircut because I do. I'm starting to get used to my shelter in place hair, my lockdown hair. I'm starting to get used to it. I got kind of past the awkward phase, and I'm kind of like, okay, I can get into this. I can get into this, you guys. We're all making changes. We're all making life changes, you know. I think if I change my hair and I stop eating meat and dairy, I'll come out a better person, right? I'm just kidding. I'm not gonna change my hair at all. Yeah, that's all I had, you guys. So I work in the automotive industry, you guys. I work in the automotive industry. One of the prerequisites of being in the automotive industry is have automotive experience, which I did not. And so I was super nervous in my interview, right? And the guy was like, "Hey, tell me about your automotive experience." And I was like, "I can pump my own gas." He's like, "Great, can you start Monday?" Actually, I started on a Wednesday, but if I didn't tell you guys that, you would have thought I started on Monday. But the automotive industry is the only place, like the only business where like people will demand a car, like the loaner car, you know, like, hey, my car's broken down. You have to give me a car. You have to give me a car. And it's like, what else does this work in life, you know? Like if there's a dude in the or you don't see the doctor saying, wait, hold on, I messed that joke up. I haven't seen this joke in a long time. That's why it's an open mic, you guys. If your wife's in the hospital, you don't see the doctor going, "Excuse me, sir, would you like a loaner wife?" She's got less miles. It's a newer model. And better airbags. Yeah, it's true. Here's a true story. This happened to me at work a couple of days ago. This guy called in and he wanted to know if his car was ready. And he's like, "Hey, somebody called me and told me my car was ready, but I had to get the rotors resurfaced, so I don't think it's ready." I'm like, "All right, well, I guess you're the expert, right?" And so I started looking up his car form and stuff, looking up the information, and in the background I hear bzzz, bzzz, bzzz. I'm like, "Oh man, it sounds like you're resurfacing some rotors right now." And he said, "No, I'm in the operating room. What you're hearing is a saw going into somebody's hip."
What?
And I was like, "Talk about being on your phone at work." Yeah. And then I texted all my friends.
Got him.
I got him. So I'm not supposed to tell you guys this, but I'm super excited. It's let the cat out of the bag. I just had a deal with Hulu, and I'm really excited about that. Yeah, all right, thank you. I get 3 months for $1. I got all excited recently because I thought my comedy career was blowing up. You know, I told my wife, I'm like, "Hey, I got 17 Facebook friend requests I'm never going to answer." And she goes, "Oh, that's cute. I have 162.
Mm-hmm.
And then speaking of my wife, last night I was getting ready for bed like around 3 a.m. and she woke up to go to the bathroom. I'm like, "Wait, before we go back to bed, let me tell you this joke I'm working on." It did not end well for me, you guys. She said, "I hate you," and she went back to sleep. Yeah, the joke was this. I enrolled my dog in a martial arts class. It's called Taekwondo Doberman. I know. That joke almost ended my marriage. Yeah, but it was worth it. It was worth it, you guys. They say you should never date a comedian, and I do agree with that. I really do. I think the reason why I personally would never date a comedian is because my wife is also a comedian, and she might know her. I don't send dick pics, but I do send unsolicited shit pics. I'll be in the bathroom and be like, oh man, Paul's got to see this.
I'll watch it.
But maybe Melanie's got to see it tonight. I don't know. I'm vegan now. I've been vegan for about 2 months, and I just want to make sure everybody knows that. Woo. Thank you. It's tough, though, being a vegan. Like, I went to my favorite restaurant. I was like, hey, what's your best vegan dish with meat? Nothing. They have nothing. And then my wife and I went out to lunch today, and she was like, hey, you know what? I'm really proud of you. You've been doing good with this new diet. I looked over the beer menu. You got any beer you want, and she went to the bathroom. And so I called the waiter over. I was like, hey, I want to bring me a beer with a steak in it. He's like, what? Oh, look, I don't have a lot of time here, okay? Go in the back, cook me a steak, put in a beer, and bring it out to me. We'll call it Ale 1. Grocery shopping is a lot different being a vegan. Like the other day I was in the meat section, and I was looking at the steaks and the pork chops and the chickens, and I was like, wow, this section is dead to me. In more ways than one, you guys.
No, stop.
This person commented on one of my Instagram photos, and he put hashtag vegans are hypocrites and hashtag plants have feelings too. And that's not why I do it. I'm not vegan to be cruelty free. You know, that's just a bonus. I think the reason why I do it is because how it makes me feel. You know, superior.
Oh.
I have a lazy eye, and it's okay though because it matches my personality. Yeah, my other eye isn't lazy, so we had to do a DNA test to make sure it wasn't adopted. Turns out it was. So I'm on this diet, and my wife told me that Sundays could be cheat days. So Sunday, I'm looking forward to having a hooker. It's always good to set goals for yourself, though, when you're trying to lose weight. It really is. So recently, I decided that my target shirt size is target shirt size. You know, I like that joke, right? Because only the fat people in the room get that joke. Because the skinny people are like, Target has many shirt sizes. Sure, they do, but none of them fit me. I heard a comedian recently say that married sex is fast sex. And I don't agree with that, you know. I feel like married sex is more like time-efficient sex.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, hurry up, I got a Zoom show in 15 minutes. All right. Okay, well, let's keep this thing moving along because we did start a few minutes late because I was having some issues. But I'm not now, so I guess I am with my jokes. But that's a different story, you guys. This first comic coming to the virtual stage, he's a favorite here. He is very magical, and he is awesome. Get out for the very funny Paul Kilmer, everybody. Paul Kilmer.
Ooh. Hey guys, it's me, Paul again. I'm from the last open mic you saw. I just wanted to let everybody know that I did fantastic, and you have nothing to worry about. Sam has nothing to worry about. I'm the least offensive person that you've ever met in my life. So I identify as Paul. My pronouns are just Paul. At the end of this mic, you're going to know one thing. I'm Paul. Are you going to laugh? Probably not. But this is my time, and I earned it. I'm going to show you guys this. A lot of people know me for doing magic, but I'm also a pretty good balloon twister. I twist balloons. Sometimes I drop them on the floor. That's okay. I'll start over. Oh God. This is my favorite trick with a balloon, It's where I don't have to twist it. That's great. I was gonna do a trick for you. I think I can do this one. I'm got my start bothering people in bars and restaurants. I would walk up to you and like, hey, my name is Paul. They hired me to entertain you. Would you like to help me with a quick trick? And you, being a patron of a bar, not expecting me coming up with a soulless stare and a deck of cards, you'd be like, no, please leave. And I do. So that's the trick. I love going down to my local bank, my favorite bank in my town. Every time they let me pick a pen, because I'm a great child underneath this exterior person. And they let me have this one. They were pissed. They said I could have any one. I'm first. I'm first in the lineup, so you don't have to worry. So I'm gonna. Hey, Sam, how you doing tonight?
I'm doing fantastic, Paul. How are you?
That was my crowd work. How'd you like it?
It was great.
How much time do I have? Because I want to know whether I do a quick trick or a story.
You have about 90 seconds.
Shit.
I'll give you 2 minutes. I'll give you 2 minutes. Go ahead.
No. You better not fucking do it. Give somebody else 2 minutes. I don't need your pity. Actually, I'll take the 2 minutes. I just want to let everybody know I found this soda at the dollar store. It's called Dr. Topper. I thought that would I passed a kidney stone earlier this week, and it was as bad as you might think. I was sitting there at my job. I was helping a customer, and I looked over at my coworker and I said, "Hey, did you stab me by any chance?" And she was like, "No." And I'm like, "I think I need to go home." And she says, "Why would you think I stabbed you?" And I think, well, I went to the bathroom and that was it. I had to go to the emergency room. So I went from my job, bathroom, emergency room, and then I came home and slept for 48 hours. And the moral of the story is that probably don't ask your coworker if she stabbed you, because now there's an investigation. And that was my week. So I hope you have a good night, and I'll see you at the next mic.
All right, Paul Gilmer, everybody. He gave 10 seconds back to the room. So next time he comes on stage, I'll give him 10 seconds less. Thank you, Paul. You're awesome. Keep it going for Paul, everybody.
I love you.
Oh, thanks, Paul. Guess what? Get out of here. I love doing that. It's so much fun. No offense, Paul. It's just you're the first one, so I was able to do it. Let's keep this thing moving along, you guys. Let's bring up your next comic. Very funny comedian. Give it up for Katie Zane, everybody. Katie Zane.
So much, Sam. Oh, really happy to be here. I love this mic. Sorry about that. Yeah, so how's your pandemic going, everyone? I've actually mostly enjoyed it, to be perfectly honest. I have a little bit of guilt about that because it's been a real good time for me. I'm at the place in the pandemic where I'm like ready to watch Grey's Anatomy for the third time through. Except for like in secret, but I now have told you guys, so it's no longer a secret. But it was supposed to be a secret third season of Grey's Anatomy watch. It is a very rewatchable show. If you haven't done it, you're real bored. There's like 17 seasons. There is so much Grey's Anatomy. I think this is a really weird time we're in, you know, not just the pandemic, not just the amount of Grey's Anatomy I've been watching, No, I just never thought that I would be rolling my eyes at Save the Children t-shirts. You know? I never thought that I'd be sitting there not taking people screaming about pedophilia seriously. I'm like, oh, who's done it now? Okay, yeah, no, get out of here. You know. By the way, if anyone's like not following, QAnon is a crazy situation. Don't look it up. Don't even look it up. Just know that I'm correct, that it's crazy shit. Yeah, so at the same time that I've been rolling my eyes at these t-shirts, I've also been closeting my love for Harry Potter. I've just been like burying it deep down because, you know, J.K. Rowling is officially on paper problematic. It's actually, she's been problematic for some time, but now everyone cares about it, you know, not just trans people. It's a wild time. And the thing about J.K. Rowling, let me give you a pro tip. People have been burning her books. People have been, I'm never gonna, you know, I'm not gonna read these books ever again. I'm never gonna teach them to children. And I'm like, yo, she already has your money. Like, you already put money in her pocket. Like, you're already here. So you cannot do that. Also, how do you think people have enjoyed music for 50 years? By separating the art from the artist. Because we could not enjoy almost all rock and roll. I sound very old when I say rock. Does anyone say rock and roll? Is that a thing? It is really, as I was saying, I was like, I'm 36. I am not 50. Like, I just sounded like, I really am like an old wrinkly lady inside, like real, like sad and, you know, frail. And I felt like that for a long time. This is going off the rails, Sam. I'm real sorry about that. Let's see if I can bring them back with a little positive STD talk. So if y'all have ever heard the joke that glitter is the herpes of the craft world, right? Terrible joke. Totally true though, because herpes is forever and so is glitter. And the thing is, like, I have herpes and I prefer it to glitter. For a couple different reasons. The first one is I don't have body glitter confidence. Like, it's just not something I can rock in my life. The other thing is sometimes teenagers are stupid or miseducated and they don't use a condom and they have the sex and they make a baby. So long story short, I'm really happy that I have herpes and not a 17-year-old. They're both for life, and I will take my STD every single day of the week. Well-known fact about STDs, they're like a shield. They're like a shield against shitty people. Get yourself an ST. I guarantee at least 2 to 3 people who suck will fuck off from your life. Just another pro-life tip from me. I think that's been enough lessons for tonight. I'm done. I've been Katie Zane. Thank you so much.
All right, Katie Zane. Keep it going for Katie, everybody. Woo. You guys are all asleep. Wake up out there. Wake up out there. Wake up. How do I use a spotlight? There we go. Oh, I thought I took myself off for a second. I love this new spotlight, you guys. It's so fun. I wonder if I can move you guys around. I don't think I can because it's spotlighted. Okay, you guys. Let's keep this thing going. Sorry, I'm just looking in the... That's gross. Let's get this thing going, you guys. This next comic, he's been rolling with us since the beginning of the mic, and he's super awesome. He's super funny. Get it for Marcel Neal. Marcel Neal, everybody.
What's going on, y'all? So, yeah, man, I needed to cut back on pornos, man. I feel like pornography is really bringing my morals into question. Anybody else? It's like, you really got to weigh the good with the bad before you watch some of this stuff. Because it's like, you know, they have like a sexy girl, she doing a nasty scene, but like in the title, it'll say she with a stepfather or stepbrother. It's like, come on. Like, I didn't come here for all of this. Why you got to throw these curveballs in there? But it's like, of course, I'll watch it anyway. I watch it anyway, and I just rationalize it. I'd be like, come on, man, they not really related. Like everybody know porn stars don't have families.
Shit.
I mean,
That's a fact. Um, so yeah. Um, so I was talking to this girl.
go for
We was talking about sex.
He answers your spot.
And like, we was talking about, what we'd do
Hey, if
sexually.
you come through,
And
I'll
she
let you
was
know.
like, I'll do anything. And I got happy. But then she finished the sentence and it was like short of disrespecting myself. I was like, oh my God, like I was gonna choke you and spit in your mouth a little bit. Like, define disrespect. Like, please. Yeah, she threw me off. So basically, I feel like men and women are different. I think men are visual. Women use something else. They say that women know within 2 to 7 seconds of meeting somebody if they're gonna sleep with them or not. Now, I just want to know if we could get that same chance without being interrupted with, "Excuse me, my eyes are up here." It's crazy, man. It's like, what did that even mean? Like, my eyes are up here. Like, I can't fuck you in the retina. Like, let me look back here real quick. It's crazy. Yeah, man. Like, men are visual. I don't know why we have to pretend that we not. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know what's wrong. Like, why we have to pretend we not. Like, these Instagram models, they not getting plastic surgery and twerking at 9 a.m. to make an emotional connection. That's not how you get to me. Like, it's crazy. But yeah, man, I feel like yeah, we different. So the thing about doing comedy is I mean, like, I don't know, guess you could call it a comedy career, but I'm at the point where I will do anything that pays. You know what I mean? Like, when I say anything, I mean anything. Like, sometimes it's a comedy show, sometimes I'm opening for a dog whisperer. Like, I'll take any gig. Like, and it gets really bad, y'all. Like, I once MC'd an abortion for $80. Like, I would do comedy anywhere. And it's like, you ever had to tell jokes at an abortion for a girl that turned you down in high school? And like, you have to tell jokes there. It's like, yeah, I guess this dude gonna look. I guess this dude gonna join it. Fuck, I fucked it up. You ever have to tell jokes at an abortion for a girl that turned you down in high school? You gotta be like, yeah, I guess this kid gonna join the list of dudes you never gave a chance. Okay. So, yeah. I'll do comedy anywhere. So yeah, getting ready for this. Oh, cool. 1 minute. So getting ready for this election, right? And I'm sick of all of the bad stuff I hear about Joe Biden, right? Like, was he my first choice? No. Was he the best we could come up with? No. But at least he ain't gonna grab you by the pussy. He ain't. He'll grab you by the shoulders. Sniff your hair, kiss on your neck, put his tongue in your ear. But your pussy safe. So go with Joe, y'all. Like, that's all my time. Thank you.
Woo, keep it going for Marcel, everybody. Yeah. I'm going to make him look at you so you guys clap. I'm just kidding. Make you look at him. Oh, man, one time somebody tried to stick their tongue in my ear, and it came out the other side. It was so weird. Like, there's nothing there. Hey, so right now, during Marcel's set, I'm going to let you guys know a little behind the scenes. I went to go get a drink real quick, and then I saw my wife on the way, and I gave her a kiss, and then we both got shocked on the lips. Like, we both shocked. And so what I said to her was, that was probably your fault, Then I left. Hey, but I say nice things to her too, you guys. Like just the other day, I told her, I said, "You're the best thing that's ever happened to me." You know, right after our cat Gizmo. And Spotify Premium.
Oh my
I don't know. Let's keep this thing moving along, you guys. This next comic, she's the queen of disaster, everybody. Get it for the very funny Liz Frizius.
Yes.
Keep it going for your host, the funky Sam Medina.
Woo!
Yeah.
2020 needs to raise the bar. I just had the best day of my life. Wow. They're never going to find that body. Money may not buy happiness, but it sure as hell will buy you an acquittal. I love the company I work for. Their motto is Carpe Vader. Seize your dark side. My boss pulled me in for midterm feedback. He says, Liz, for God's sakes, you're vicious, ferocious, feisty, dangerous, violent, psycho, evil, cold-blooded, dark-hearted, and evil-natured. He noticed. You say psychotic, I say sociopathic. Let's call the whole thing off. If there's one thing we can all agree on, the term adequate should never be used to describe a sniper. I really do need to invest in a pickaxe, though. Have you tried to dig out here in the Arizona desert? Arizona's a weird place. Everything out here bites, scratches, stings, burns, or is poisonous, including your Tinder date. Yeah, I'm the 50-year-old that Katie warned you about. When I was a kid, we used Tinder to burn things. Oh, God bless it. Some things never change. See, they did an interview recently with a bunch of young ladies and said, hey, would you really date a 30-year-old man who lives with his mom? The response came back, no, but we date a 30-year-old man who lives with his wife. Yeah, I blame my generation. I blame my generation for the social ills of this younger generation. We prided ourselves on raising children. And if you've got a 30-year-old in your basement, you've succeeded. 2020 is a weird year. Here's the catch. At my age, I have lived through the AIDS epidemic, SARS, MERS, Ebola, H1N1, terrorist attacks, and warfare. COVID really is a piss-poor excuse for an apocalypse. Of course, that's what happens when you outsource your Armageddon to China. I spent 30 years of my life in the military. I was bound for Iraq.
Wow.
And my mother comes up with a comment. She saw, you volunteered. I said, Mom, for God's sakes, the man was murdered in the basement of the apartment where I lived. The DC sniper is operating in the area. Bin Laden's nephew lives 2 blocks away from me. The first building I worked in got hit with anthrax. The second building I worked in got hit by a plane. I'm a damn sight safer in the war zone. Worst thing about it, I retired last year. I suck at being a civilian. They sent us to classes to make us actually become civilians. Yeah, I got sent to remedial training. Career counselor sits me down and says, hey, Liz, what are you good at? I said, killing and bombing. He said, stand-up comedy? I said, sign me up. Let's face it, most of our young comics are worried about disappointing their parents. I got to disappoint the entire Department of Defense. Yeah, every state out here in the nation, 2020 is a year of disaster, but every state gets their own personal best. Let's face it, California's got its wildfires, Florida's got its hurricanes. Arizona's got Crayolas left in the back seat. Carpools now come with a Brazilian wax. Yo! But hey, it's great for date nights, because somebody gets to taste the rainbow. Let's just admit, context is significant. Ladies and gentlemen, if somebody walks up behind you and says, hey, you want to taste the rainbow? Question is, are you in a candy store or at the Pride Parade? for all of our comics, if you get a text message that says, "Hey, I'm killing," you better ask if it's from Jerry Seinfeld or Jeffrey Dahmer. Well, ladies and gentlemen, that's my time. I'm Liz Fresius. Have a wonderful night.
Woo! All right, keep going for Liz, everybody. Yeah. Hey, it's funny. Liz brings up Taste the Rainbow, and as a vegan, that's really the only candy I could eat. I'm just kidding. It's not, but it pretty much is. So everybody's like, "You want to taste the rainbow?" I'm like, "Yes, I do." And somehow I ended up in a dark alley last night. Let's keep this thing moving along, you guys. This next comic, he's really funny. He's coming at you all the way from Israel. Give it up. I can't even speak. Give it up for Gil Rosenberg, everybody. Gil Rosenberg.
Hey, how are you? Are you okay?
Good.
Yeah, I hope so. Okay, thanks for answering me. Okay, it's really great to be here. Actually, it's 6:30 in the morning here in Israel. And I opened the morning, I opened the day not so well. And I'm very upset about it. Because before the show, I listened to the radio. I was listening to the radio. And the radio fooled me. I listened to the radio, and the woman in the radio, she said, "And now let's hear a song from the last album of Justin Bieber." And I like, yes, a song from the last album of Justin Bieber. He won't make albums anymore. Yeah, it was a lie. Yeah. We have in Israel, we have a very famous singer, and her name is Margot. And she had 2 years ago, she had a program in the radio, and every week she hosted comedians in her show. And one day they asked me if I want to perform there. I said sure. And one day before I supposed to be on the radio, someone exploded her car, Margot's car. Someone exploded her car, and I thought, wow, it's so evil person, so evil people. What people will do to not hear me? What's going on? Yeah. Anyway, I bought a car lately. Yeah, I don't drive it because I bought the car new. So I took details about him and his wife, and I asked him, when is your wife's birthday? And he like, my wife's birthday? Wow, I don't remember. I told him, you know what? Forget the mortgage. I will do you life insurance. May he rest in peace. Yeah. Yeah, you know, in the Corona time, I miss a lot for going outside Israel, going abroad. Last year I was in Scotland. I performed there for 1 month. Okay, I was there so long time. I started to think in English, but the problem is I don't know English, so I didn't know what I think about. Yeah. And last joke, I mean, it's not joke, it's my life. Yeah. A lot of people knows that I'm comedian, and they have the same questions. They ask me, tell me something. It's not making you nervous if people don't laugh? So I said, yes, in the beginning, it really making me nervous when people didn't laugh, but I get used to it. Okay, thank you very much. I was Gil Rosenberg. And I'm still Gil Rosenberg, thank you. And have a great day. Yeah.
Woo,
Great night for you.
Gil, everybody.
Afternoon.
All right, good job. Hey, I love it when people say, "Hey, I've been this person," and then like they're not that person anymore. So I like that. I like that little closing thing you said. Good job, Gil. Thank you for being here tonight. Give it up, everybody.
Yes, it was really fun. Thank you.
I'm a magician, you guys. Look, I can make him disappear. Woo. I'm gonna be on a magic show soon. I'm super excited about it, you guys. It's gonna be super fun. There's a lot of differences between magicians and comedians that I've noticed. You know, like for example, comedians. When their time is up, you know, when it's time for them to end their thing, you shine a light at them. It's called giving them the light. That way they know it's time to wrap it up, right? I had a magician on this show, and I gave him the light, and he made it disappear. Yeah, I don't know how he did that. Magicians do cool things too. You know, they do cool shit, right? They'll like pull a rabbit out of their hat, right? Or they'll cut a lady in half. Oh, I'm sorry, wait. My wife told me that when I tell that joke, I shouldn't say cut a lady in half. I should say saw a lady in half. They saw a lady in half, you know, whatever. I'm not gonna pull a rabbit out of my hat, but I will make fun of the rabbit and tell you that he's an alcoholic and he's going through a divorce and he has to pay child support for 10 little bunnies. I know, isn't that sad? But that's okay though, because he told me that him and his ex-wife agreed on joint custody. He got a joint and she got custody, and everybody's happy. Yeah. Okay, you guys, let's keep this thing moving along. This next comic, if I can remember how to say his last name, I'll be very happy. Give it up for Kyle Von Hooken. Kyle Von Hooken, everybody.
Hey, close enough.
Oh,
how's everyone doing? Tonight's set is sponsored by Meyer Natural Spring Water. I don't know, I'm purposely trying to support different things. Just a sad note, yes, I am single. And talk about really bad Tinder dates. I had one. I decided to take her to Olive Garden. I don't know, just because I thought that would be the best place to go. So before we're ordering, we just do the basic questions like work, do you have any hobbies? And then she busts out, how's your poop? And I just thought to myself, I said, excuse me, can you say it again? She asked my poop. And then I had to excuse myself because that is something that's kind of a shitty way to end a date, but just got free breadsticks, so I really didn't care. Yep. And with shit, start with shit. So, yes, my name is Kyle. So that makes it mandatory that I have to vape every 5 minutes and have to drink energy drinks. I just found out that I own 6 of the Five Finger Death Punch CDs. I didn't even realize I had. I still blame the ex-fiance for buying them for me. I don't know. I just brain farted. Oh yeah, I do have a curse. I live in the state of Wisconsin, which means we have, for every 10 square miles, there has to be a serial killer. So within this entire area that I live in, I think I have five potential killers. Right now, they have not been caught. It's kind of interesting because we know we had, like, someone brought up Dahmer, and there's also Geen. Up that kid in the woods. There's my former roommate. It's just, the list goes on. It's kind of creepy. Sorry, I'm getting over an ear infection today. God damn it, Joe Biden needs to leave me the fuck alone. He licked my ear and it got affected again. So, really, really not fun. Sorry, my brain's all messed up. I do also work in customer service, which is great. When I had a customer today that I have 30 seconds to explain my entire sales pitch, which meant hello and goodbye was pretty much the entire conversation. And I am sucking ass today. I'm sorry. I'm out of my rhythm. All right, I'm just going to hit on some oldies and goodies. So everyone is so anti this, but some people are like, are people anti-trans fact? If they're not, does that still make them pro-trans? Another Another thought I've always wondered is when Bob Ross gets someone pregnant without wearing a condom, is that considered a happy accident? I just dropped something. The last one I'm gonna think of is just some true irony. Is it ironic when someone gets pregnant on a pull-out couch? Yeah, I'm sorry. I am sucking ass because I'm sick. I do appreciate my time. I'm Kyle Van Hookland. I live in the land of serial killers, and you have a great rest of your night.
Oh,
Wow!
yeah, everybody.
Hell yeah!
Woo. I said hook in, but it was hook. It was Hooklin. It was like
Hook-
I knew that. We established that before the mic, and I don't know. It just doesn't happen for me, you guys. The brain just doesn't work. I'm gonna blame nobody. I'm just kidding. I don't know. I was gonna blame somebody, but I couldn't think of anybody.
All for once, it's not my
I
fault.
blame my wife, you guys. It was all her fault. Because she's heckling me on a mic. She didn't want to go up, but she wants to heckle. I was like, what are you, friends with Melanie?
I do what I want.
Wait a minute. What is it against me?
Oh, hi. Oh, I don't know. The only one who's heckled me this week, so. It's been more than
You know,
once.
keep him in line.
Melanie alone.
All right.
Yes, please.
This thing is just gone to hell, everybody. Have a good night. Thank you for being here. I'm just gonna end the Zoom now before I get heckled any longer. I'm just kidding. This next guy, he's very funny. Get it for Johnny Bello, everybody. Johnny
Thank you,
Bello.
Monkey Stan Medina. You guys, you know what I've been doing to keep my spirits up during COVID? I've been staging battle scenes, World War II battle scenes with my favorite childhood toy. These are so 60s. Army men. I've got massive army men. I've been staging like major battles, Iwo Jima and Normandy and Battle for Berlin. But tonight I'm going to keep it really simple. Tonight I'm going to just have a squad of American army men basically crush and annihilate a squad of Nazis, a squad being about 6 men. I wanted to show you one of the combatants to clarify for later. This is a German or Nazi infantryman getting ready to throw the M24 grenade. I really like this weapon. I got to tell you, I've hurled them. They're fun to throw. But also, it just looks so badass. The problem with this guy I think he has like a frozen shoulder or something, because he's been pretty much stuck in that same position since I first saw him back in '65. Well, anyway, he's going to have some trouble because of that shoulder, and he's going to be begging for his life in German in a little bit. So it's pretty cool. But in spite of his pleas, he's going to, well, you'll see, it gets pretty gruesome. And in fact, I should warn you, if you have any younger children nearby, this is really super violent. You might want to have them exit the room for the next 3 minutes. But without further ado, let's get this going. You see that? Oh, yeah, that's not too bad. Du bist vorne, du amerikanische Bastard! Verbieten wir zum letzten Mal kämpfen! Vorwärts bewegen wir weiter! Vorwärts bewegen! Wenn ich mag alleine bin, ich mag den Boden kleiden und mein Haus zu sehen! Wait on him, boys! Let him have it! Let him know we're here! That's the way, give him hell, Smitty! Unload on those fuckers, too! Covering fire! Oh! Jonesy! Go, go, go!
Okay.
Jonesy, forward! Move, move, move! Ready! Load! Fire! Nice! Nice! No! Go! Okay, not over that. I got one thing. This is the really cool part. You'll like this. See that okay? Oh, not too bad. Let's cancel that. Nein! Ich bitte dich, bitte nein! Tschüss, bitte nicht! Erbarme dich! Ich habe eine Familie, die mich braucht! Die mich braucht, nein! Oh! with an M24 flamethrower. So badass. Oh, what's that, Fletch? Stand on your feet. What's that, you're worried about your family? What about my family, you fuck? You're ready to blow up my ass with a goddamn M24 potato masher? Fuck you! Nine! Ah! You know what's really cool? What's really cool? The other day, I actually took out a whole platoon that's over 20 men with only 3 party poppers. They're pretty fun. What's interesting too, if you remember the German officer, he was going, wenn ich nach alleine bin. Where's the German officer? Here he is. He was going, wenn ich nach alleine bin, ich mag es guten Kleidern mein Haus zu ziehen. Which means when I'm alone at night, I like to parade around in colorful dresses. I just did that because in German, you can say almost anything, and it just sounds awesome and intense. So that was kind of fun. But I do want to just let you guys know, I have been getting counseling for all this. My therapist says, I just felt like, I just have this irrepressible creative energy, and I don't know how to channel it. My therapist said, look, I think as long as you're not hurting others and hurting yourself, it's fine. It could even be somewhat therapeutic. So that was cool. I felt better then. I'm Johnny Bello, and that's my time.
Woo! All right, Johnny. Keep going for Johnny Bello, everybody. I love having you here, Johnny, because it's always like, yeah, it's always something like different and interesting, and you always have some fun stuff to do. So thank you for being here.
Yeah, I have fun. Thanks, Sam.
All right, you guys, let's keep this thing going along. This next comic, he almost slept through the entire show, you guys, but he didn't. He's here, and he's awesome for being here. Get up for the very lovable Michael Cooper.
Hey, y'all. Yeah. Sorry, not feeling good. It might be because I was up all night playing guitar last night.
Hello. Are you home?
Yeah.
Shut the fuck up, Pam.
Wait.
There we go. Yeah, it might be because I was up playing guitar all night long. I know what y'all are thinking. Surprise, white guy with an acoustic guitar. And that's a fair thought. But I want to ask, why is that the stereotype? Like, of all the things white guys do, why is that the stereotype that I should be afraid of? This is fun. It's like there's 2 people who don't care, and then there's Sam who has to care because he's the host. People who don't want me to know if they care. And that's awesome. Seriously, who's scrolling through the dark corners of 4chan looking at the things that young white guys say, and they're like, you know what would fix this? One less authentic artistic expression. That's what we need. We need these young white guys to shove their feelings deeper down. That's what's going to benefit us. Hey, do y'all think R. Kelly just did all that shit to get a cabinet position? I'm 33 and polyamorous, which is just a long way of saying I'm tired. I don't. So, did y'all know you can go for a jog and you don't have to tell all of Facebook about it? I don't know how far you can jog without telling Facebook, because I only made it 3/4 of a mile. That's the kind of shape I'm in. And then I was breathing heavy and coughing and shit. So I sat down on a bench, and another jogger starts to come close to me, but they're not wearing a mask. So I shout at him hey, don't come close to me without a fucking mask. And this jackass shouts back. This person who's running has the gall to shout back at me, I can't breathe without a mask. And I'm like, well, slow down. That's what helped me. A few seconds ago, I was like, you couldn't breathe. Now I can, just fine. Also, if you're jogging and then you stop, you don't have to wear a mask anymore because then you're no longer a jogger. You're just a guy in sweatpants at the park. Nobody's coming near you like that. I want to talk to the folks who are still going to the gym during the pandemic. You have to stop trying to convince me that that's about your health. That's clearly about some shit your dad said to you in the mid-90s. Hey, man, I get it. I hate when I go to the gym and catch everything but my father's love. Okay? But you're not going to tell me that the coronavirus is going to make you healthier. All right? But Michael, it's also mental health. When I work out, it decreases my anxiety. That's true. But have you tried chain smoking and getting into fights on the internet? That's what helps me. Michael, what do you want to get in fights on the internet? Well, there's a pandemic. The bars are closed. This has to be a socially distant hobby now. I'm a year sober, but I think it's the wrong year. It's bad when all your AA friends are like, so Michael, what's your favorite thing about sobriety right now? You know, what's been your favorite part of sobriety? Yeah, the first 2-3 days of withdrawal is probably my favorite part. It's making the war stories difficult because, like, they'll be like, here's a war story, okay? Sometimes it's someone's rock bottom. Sometimes it's just a story from back when they were drinking. I'm going to give you an example of one I heard recently, even though it's supposed to be anonymous because y'all don't know. I might be making it up, might not, could even be my story, you know? So I was just going to have one drink to celebrate my friend's wedding. And then I woke up in the backseat of my own Toyota Corolla inside a Build-A-Bear workshop with a decapitated Build-A-Bear on my dick. And then the police arrived. Like, and that's a terrible story. That's a rough rock bottom. But like, I got drunk when a cool black president told us he was going to give us all health care. And then I came to Mexican children in cages.
Oh.
Because I sound like this and live in Chicago, people keep telling me I was the one that did it. So I'm like, I don't know. I was pretty drunk for the past 4 years. All right. I'm going to listen to Freebird while I cut myself. Thanks so much, y'all.
All right. Keep going for Michael Cooper. Woo. All right, you guys. Hey, you guys are there. Like, unmute, come out of hiding. I don't know if you guys want to or not. Oh, there's Joe. Hey, Joe. How you doing, man? I think Magical Paul just left, too. Your best friend. Hey, thanks, Melanie. All right, you guys. Let's keep this thing moving along. We have a special guest coming up next, you guys. I'm super excited. He is a friend of ours. We met him before COVID when the before times were happening. Not now, the before times I'm talking about. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for Goat versus Fish.
Woo!
In the beginning, there was goat versus fish. Goat fish. Goat versus fish said that there should be goat and there should be fish. It makes some noise if you want to see goat versus fish.
Goat versus
Woo!
I said make some noise if you want to see goat versus fish.
Woo!
Yeah, we want to see this.
We're gonna show you goat versus. We're gonna show you goat versus fish. We're gonna show you goat versus fish. There's goat versus fish. There's goat versus fish. There's goat versus fish. That's what I think about goat versus fish. That's what I think about goat versus fish right there. There ain't no goat versus fish. This is bird versus bear. This is bird versus bear. This is bird versus bear right there. It's bird versus bear right there. Goat versus bear is very stupid. Goat versus bear is very stupid. False versus only real versus bird versus bear. I'm gonna show you a bird right there. I'll show you a bird right there. That there's a bird. That there's a bird. That there's a turkey bird. I don't want to hear about no goat nor fish. I want to the turkey bird. He makes some noise. Turkey bird right there. Make noise. Turkey bird. Turkey bird.
Yeah.
Yeah, 'cause you don't like no bird. You don't like no bird. You don't like no bird. Maybe you don't like no bird. You like the bear right there. You like the bear right there. Look at that bear right there. Look at that bear. Yeah. You don't think there wasn't no bear, but there was a bear. There was a bear that was always there. There's a bird, there's a bear. There's a bird, there's a bear. There's a bird, there's a bear. The bear went away there. The bird took the bear and flew away there, whatever there. There's a bird versus a bear. Because I know you know this right here, but there's been this Showtime documentary on the Comedy Store in Los Angeles, and you know who was there? You know who was there? Bird versus bear. Bird versus bear was right there. Bird versus bear was right there. The Comedy Store documentary on Showtime. Oh, it was bird versus bear, not goat versus fish. Not goat versus fish. Yeah, I stole it from goat versus fish. I stole it from goat versus fish. Bird versus bear don't care. Bird versus bear don't care right there. Bird versus bear don't care about goat versus fish. Well, yeah, you don't gotta believe no bird versus bear, but let's talk about that there. Let's hear for what's that favorite versus coming up. We got about a verse called Thanksgiving. Let's hear for Thanksgiving. Let's hear for gobble gobble turkey bird. Yeah. Well, you don't like Thanksgiving? You don't like Thanksgiving? Well, bird versus bear. Some birds when bird versus bear talking about Thanksgiving. They say, what's Thanksgiving about there? Kenneth, we asking you, what's Thanksgiving about?
Family and food.
Thanksgiving about the bird. Thanksgiving about turkey bird. We don't worry about no family, no getting together. We want to Thanksgiving about turkey bird. Thanksgiving about turkey bird. Now, someone say Thanksgiving about some kind of cowboys versus Native Armenians. Bird versus bear don't know nothing about that versus. Bird versus bear knows about turkey bird. They knows about the bear that ain't there. And knows that the bird versus bear. Knows that bird versus bear. And bird versus bear also knows that the NFL is here for the NFL. Here for the NFL. Bears versus Falcons. That's bird versus bear right there. That's bird versus bear right there. Bird versus bear don't know about no Giants versus Patriots or Texas versus Niners, but Bears versus Seahawks. That's a bird versus bear out there. I know that Seahawk there hangs out by the sea like it was a dumb fish, like it was some kind of fish versus goat versus fish. So stupid, but yeah, I know goat versus fish got more followers than bird versus bear, but goat versus fish fake versus goat versus fish fake versus. And they come up to bird versus bear. They say, "You're an appropriator, bird versus bear. You're an appropriator." Yeah. They say that to bird versus bear. They say that to bird versus bear, but we think it's inappropriate that you would say that to bird versus bear. Seeing as bird versus bear did not steal nothing. Bird versus bear didn't steal nothing. It was goat versus fish that stole it from bird versus bear. Goat versus fish stole the versus from bird versus bear, and that's why bird versus bear stole it from goat versus fish. Because really, in the beginning, it was not goat versus bear. In the beginning, it was bird versus bear, and that's the versus right there. That's the versus right there. Yeah, the verse right there. Yeah, we're gonna Anna, we talking to you, Anna. We talking to you. Yeah, is you a bird or is you a bear? Is you a bird or is you a bear?
Roar.
Well, you ain't no bear. You ain't no bear. You's a bird. You's a bird. Well, you think there's goat versus fish? You think you can choose if you's a bird or a bear? Bird versus bear will tell you if you's a bird or a bear. That's the verse right there. That's the verse right there. You's a bird. You's a bird. You're a gobble gobble chicken bird, and that's just what's gonna be there. You're gonna be a chicken bird. I'm a chicken bird. I don't know how to roar like no bear. Yeah, that's what it is. That's what it is. You're the bird, and Funky Medina's the bear, and that's bird versus bear out there. That's bird versus bear out there. Well, you know, they say the bird versus bear. They say, hey, Bird versus bear don't know nothing about your stupid little politicking verses there, but they say, bird versus bear, we bet you like Trump, bird versus bear. That's what I say to bird versus bear. But, you know, Trump got that flock of seagulls haircut there, and that's kind of like a bird. But when Bird versus Bear thinks about your little politics there, we're thinking about we just got one there, and it's Bernie Sanders right there. It's Bernie Sanders right there. You see that bird? You look at that bird. That's an old bird. It's an old bird. It's probably gonna die soon, and it don't win much. But there's a bird right there, and there was a Bernie Sanders. And that bird flew up. Do you see how majestic that little bird? How majestic that little bird flew right up there. I don't know. When Kamala Harris has a bear come up and attack Kamala Harris, then maybe we'll think about that there. But Bernie Sanders, that's a real bird right there. That's a real bird right there. It's been a while since the Bird versus Bear. We've been trapped in here. What's this new messages from Bird versus Bear? You miss goat versus fish. I think the misses goat versus fish. Well, there ain't no more goat versus bear. There's Bird versus Bear. We don't care if you miss goat versus bear. I'm just making fun of goat versus fish. Bird versus Bear would go out to them comedy places there and see goat versus fish. Bird versus Bear would be making fun of goat versus fish. But now Bird versus Bear can't even go out there and get a bear. Bird versus Bear wants to go out there and get a bear, or maybe one of them Goose Island bears. We never quite knew if a Goose Island was a bird or a bear. But we drank it there. We were drinking there, but now Bird versus Bear here and that even was that them there. So you goat versus fish is everywhere. Goat versus fish is all the way. Say goat versus fish is everywhere. Say goat versus fish is everywhere. It's infecting you. Goat versus fish is infecting you. Yeah, they call it by some other. They call it about some kind of Mexican pandy bear. They say, but no, it's just another version for goat versus fish. It's coming around to you. You're gonna catch goat versus fish, and then you're gonna forget all about bird versus bear. Don't forget about bird versus bear. That's a versus right there. And now we're gonna sing a little song about bird versus bear. We're gonna celebrate bird versus bear. All right, go a little something out here. Go a little something out there. Well, the bird versus bear, and the bear versus bird, and the bird is versus the bear, and the bird versus bird, and the bird versus bear. Bird versus bird. Do not follow goat versus fish. Do not follow goat versus fish. Oh, versus of a bird, and the bear's what it is. So don't you go following the goat versus fish. Woo! That bird versus bear right there. That bird versus bear right there. And if you do not like it, I do not care. I do not care. Yeah, look in the chat there so you can see where you can follow bird versus bear. In my verses there, you ain't gonna see one like bird versus bear. Get out of here. Shut up. We don't want to talk to you. Shut up. Shut up, Sam Medina. Shut up. Shut up. Shut up. What the fuck is happening, says Robert Bear. Bird versus Bear's happening. Ain't you been paying attention to Bird versus Bear? Bird versus Bear all the whole time here. Yeah, you confused that it ain't goat versus fish and that is bird versus bear. Look, we ain't here to hold your claws and just tell you all about what it is that is bird versus bear. You got to figure it out for yourself there unless you're too stupid to comprehend what it is bird versus bear telling you. We can tell you again, but hey, stupid Sam, stupid funky Sam, and Chicky Bird. We told you that that is it for bird versus bear. We won't get out of here because you do not respect bird versus bear. So you just shut up. And you just play out Bird versus Bear, and you better celebrate Bird versus Bear was here. I don't want to hear you apologizing for Bird versus Bear. I want you to tell all of them there that you love Bird versus Bear, you welcome Bird versus Bear, and that you like Bird versus Bear better than Goat versus Fish. Let's hear it for stupid Chicky Bird, fat bird, funky Sam, Sammy Bird.
Woo! You guys, we have been infiltrated by Goat versus Fish's arch nemesis. So I thought we were going to have my good friend Goat versus Fish. We've been infiltrated. But I do like Bear versus fish. I mean, bear
Yeah,
versus
say it,
bird.
say it there.
I like him better than goat versus fish, you guys.
Yeah, all right. The first one there.
Oh, hell no.
Yeah, you heard it. You heard it.
Oh my goodness. Let's keep this thing. Keep it going for bird versus bear, everybody.
There.
Yay!
If you don't, I think he's gonna find you. So you better.
Someone's bored.
You better keep it going for him. Okay, you guys. Let's keep this thing moving along. Our next comic. He is all the way from the Big Apple, ladies and gentlemen. Let me see if I can find him. Oh, hey Joe, how's it going?
What's up, dude?
How's your mic tonight?
Oh, it was incredible, man.
Yeah? Nice.
Yeah.
Nice. Did it go like 3 hours again?
No, 2.5.
That's cool, though. That's hella cool. Yeah. Nice. Yeah. Give it up, everybody, for Joe Gorman.
Hell yeah, dude. Let's do it. You know, casual talk. Let's get down to business, man. Look, there were passionate arguments all around, but you know, I just don't know. I don't know if I should. I'm still an undecided voter, folks. I'm sorry, man. Go versus Fish came on and made some very valid points, but you know what? Still, I don't know. You know what's also funny is I got my mail-in ballot and I'm like, fuck yeah, I'm an activist. And then like I see like I also have to fucking vote for like Supreme Court justices and shit. And like I've just been studying for like who to vote for president. Damn, dude, this is like an adult ass version of a test where you're like, all right, I studied this one thing, I can't wait to ace it. And it's like, oh, there's like another fucking thing. I forgot to study this part. Oh no. It's like when you just focus on the English version of the SATs and not the math version. Fuck, didn't the SATs suck? Hey, does anyone remember what scores they got on their SATs and how it led them to their current position in life? No, because I think fucking standardized testing is fucking stupid, all right? How brave look at me sitting in my high castle alone in my room yelling into a webcam about how standardized testing is bad. Also, I'm sleepy and I'm like, damn, I'm probably sleepy because I've been like working hard. I've also just been smoking weed all day. I wonder if that has any kind of correlation between this, man. Jury's out. I better fucking get some blood work done to find out if I have a vitamin B deficiency. Oh, have you tried not smoking an eighth of weed every day? I don't want to do that. Oh, it's a fucking medicine, man. It's fucking beneficial. It's like, yeah, it can be, but damn, dude, even water will kill you in high volumes. People are like, well, it's actually healthier for you than fucking water. Like, man, when people say like we have like that endocannabinoid system in our bodies that like activates when we smoke marijuana, they're like, oh shit, you know? But like, I don't know, man. I think that's just like some crazy pothead talk because like I smoke weed and feel great, but like at the end of the day, I still have a hernia. You guys ever take a hernia away? I hate talking about it because that's like an old man disease too. A hernia, like I expect like an old hunched over man. I'm in the prime of my life, 35, and like it's like I got this fucking hernia, and it's like right here. It's like it's in my stomach, and like I got it from smoking cigarettes and coughing too hard. Like you'd expect it's like, ooh, I was lifting some fucking heavy weights. I was trying to like set like a personal record for a deadlift. And it's like, nope, just trying to impress high school students. And it horribly backfired. And now I got a disability, man. And I can't go to the hospital. I probably should, but I don't want to go because I don't want to get fucking COVID-19 or some shit. And also, apparently, like, there's a surgery to fix a hernia. I'm just trying to fucking will it back to health. And I've been drinking a lot of water, and I'm like, I think this is helping, but it's not. It's clearly not. Like, sometimes it gets even worse, and I feel my hernia all over, like, my lower abdomen. But you know what? No one here is a doctor. Who's gonna fucking help me, man? Who's gonna fucking just laughter is the best medicine. And now people are worried because they're like, is he gonna die? Maybe. Apparently, like a hernia is like when your intestine breaks through your stomach lining, and like it's like so my intestines are just like fucking floating around right by my incredibly fucking luscious skin. So who knows, man? I guess I could probably just go to the hospital and get it fixed. I have health insurance, but what's the fucking point? Right? Like what is like what am I gonna I don't know. I'm gonna take more fish oil. I think I'm gonna take the holistic approach. 1, fish oil. 2, much more water. 3, smoke that sweet, sweet marijuana and let it activate my endocannabinoid system in my body. And hopefully like that will like release some like, I don't know, white blood cells to fucking fix the hole in my stomach. Man, what a bummer. Anyway, it kind of sucks because like I told people, it's like, yo, look at this weird ass bump in my stomach. What is this shit? What the fuck is this? And they're like, that's like some of your intestines like fucking breaking out. And I'm like, bummer, man. And then I was like, I'm gonna talk to my parents about this. And I told my parents, like, hey, look at this. What the fuck is this? It's like I fucking pull up my shirt and like I have like this bulge like right here. I'm like, what is this? And they're like, that's a fucking hernia. Why don't you go get that tested? Long story short, that was 2.5 years ago, and I have been dealing with this hernia on again, off again ever since. Here's a fucking life hack if you guys ever want to be an alpha like me and not go to the hospital for a purely preventable fucking pain, is if your hernia like fucking pops up, lie down on the floor for like 5 minutes and put your arms out and your legs out and do like a little Superman stretch, and eventually it's like your intestines will be pushed back into your body. Hopefully. Who knows, man? But you know what? In the words of Melissa Etheridge, it only hurts when I breathe. How about that? Pretty cool, huh? What a beautiful little bow. I normally don't talk about my my constant pain, but it's Friday night, bitch. Live it up. All right. Thanks a lot, everybody.
Oh, keep it going for Joe Gorman, everybody. Yeah, hell yeah. I think we found the secret to why Joe is so funny, you guys. He does every set like it's his last. Because it just might be. I'm just kidding. Come back, Joe. I mean, you know, if you can. Let's get this thing going, you guys. This next comic, she's very funny. Give it up for Christina Pandis, everybody.
Thank you. And that was, I'm glad that I have to follow the tired, slightly sick version of Joe Gorman. Otherwise, he has so much energy. Like, and I haven't been smoking anything all day. I have 2 weeds growing, like 2 kids that are just draining my freaking energy. One thing I don't miss, guys, is the food trucks. I don't know. Some of you may be fans, but I hate food trucks. Look, I came all the way from Macedonia, which, if you don't know, it's a third world country. I came all the way here to eat in like a nice table with a cloth, not to eat some street food out of a paper plate standing next to some dirty truck. And I don't know, if you ask me, I think food belongs in a truck as much as, like, say, a toaster belongs in a bathroom. I mean, seriously, it sounds like a good idea. I can see some of you have your feelings hurt. You must be food truck fans. All right, just hear me out. I think it sounds like a good idea, right? Like sex and alcohol, when you realize, okay, they're both messy situations. But if you must start a food or a truck business, then do something more useful. Something like, I don't know, like an abortion in a truck. It just makes so much more sense, right? I mean, like, you would go to your app and you would schedule it in the back alley behind the dumpster. You don't have to deal with any of the protesters, and you get taco for $1 afterwards. All right, I can see that no one is a fan of that idea on mobile abortions. Look, I don't have, I know I don't look like I have daddy issues. My dad did not abandon me, but he did force me to become an engineer. And I despise engineers. I can say that now because I am one and I married one too. And yes, the conversations are as boring as you may imagine. Okay, we talk about open circuits instead of open relationships, and that's enough to like short the spark. Okay, and engineers are always bragging about how they know everything, right? Except for how to carry a conversation. They're always wanting to fix things, except for the relationships. And I'm not a good engineer. I guess that was not a surprise, because if any of you are contemplating becoming an engineer, if you're making fun of the problem instead of solving it, that's one clue. Also engineers say, every action has a reaction. Clearly, that is not true because every joke does not get a laugh like many of these on this mic. So you know that now. I have an MBA also, and I've started a few companies. Most of them after a few cocktails. I mean, they all sound like such a great ideas at the time. And look, I don't need a system to like stop me from sexting. I need more of a system to stop myself from harassing Elon Musk late at night. Because I want him to mentor me, okay? And I'm too old to have his next child that's gonna have a strange name like Super Bowl 16. After a night of drinking, my walk of shame is, what did I post on LinkedIn this time? Oh shit. I have shareholders. I scheduled a board meeting too. All right. I must be out of time, right? Probably.
1 minute.
1 minute. All right. They say there are no stupid questions, just stupid people asking them, right? Like my manager asked me where I see myself in 5 years. I was like, the mirror, of course. And I'm not as successful as pretty much everyone I know. Well, probably except for my coworkers, because we're all stuck in the same real version of The Biggest Loser, except from instead of losing weight, we lose a little piece of our soul with every Zoom meeting. And enough with those dumb Zoom backgrounds, right? Okay, we all know you're not at the beach. You're in your dirty bedroom. I am thinking about taking a picture of my bedroom when it's clean and using that as my Zoom background from now on. And I think that's it for me tonight. Thank you, guys.
All right, Christina. Keep going for Christina, everybody.
Hey, Christina.
Woo. Oh. Do-si-do, everybody. Do-si-do. All right. Excuse me. So this next comic, this guy is coming at you from Sacramento, California. Now, I don't know if he remembers this or not, but July of 2019, I wasn't doing comedy again yet. I was out of comedy. My wife and I were out of comedy for a few years at this point. We went up to Sacramento to see a friend of ours, Johnny Taylor, do a show, and this guy was hosting that night. And he was amazing. He was an inspiration. I'm like, man, if Robert Barry can do this, I could do this. Anybody can do this. No, but I'm just kidding. But you know what, though? For reals, like, that night was like a super big inspiration for Athena and I. And it was a big step for us getting back into comedy. And it was a very fun night, and it lives on forever in our hearts. Give it up for the very funny Robert Barry, everybody.
Thanks, Sam. It's nice to be known as the guy you saw that's like, oh, well, fuck, I can do that. I love you. I love you, Sam. By the way, comedy fucking sucks right now in every single way, and Sam is one of the few saints who's keeping some spark of fun going for us during these horrible times. So let's get it up for Sam, everybody.
Hey, Sam.
Hey, folks. My mom is 73 years old, and she's single. If you look her up, she's back on the dating scene, and good for her. You know, I'm happy for her. You know, but the other night, my mom accidentally butt dialed me during sex, and that's horrifying, right? Like, you don't even want to think about your dear sweet mom having sex, let alone hear it happening live over the phone. And after like 20 minutes, I'm like, I can't listen to this anymore. This is disgusting. and the creepiest part about this is she's only got a rotary phone. I have no idea how that even happened. California just passed a law, Gavin Newsom, that robot sex brothels are now legal.
Wow.
A robot hooker. Yeah, but that's nothing new to me. I've been breaking into Chuck E. Cheese after midnight for years. Jasper T. Jowls has a sexy mouth. I like my coffee like I like my women. Many comedians might say that. I like my coffee like I like my women. Something I can pick up for $1.98 at 7-Eleven. I like my jeans like I like my abs. covered in semen.
Oh.
And I like my whiskey, like I like my country, with no ice in it. Am I right, folks? Speaking of booze, I tried this new drink recently. It's called Not Your Father's Root Beer. Have you tried that? It's like root beer, only there's booze in it. So it's like Sam's father's root beer. For sure.
Okay.
But it's so popular they came out with Not Your Father's Orange Soda, Not Your Father's Cherry Cola. But like many good things, they went too far. They came out with a flavor called Not Your Father's Semen. And I gotta admit, it's totally false advertising because it tastes exactly like my father's semen.
Oh!
I just told the internet I drink my dad's cum. Yeah, I just got one more. We got like 40 more comics left, so I'm gonna keep it short. But Sam's a great guy. Before the show, we were just chatting, trying to loosen our nerves, and I said, Sam, if you go back in time and have sex with any famous historical figure, who would it be? Of all the people you could choose, who would it be? And Sam didn't even miss a beat. He goes, Robert, I'd go back to 1938, and I'd let Dr. Albert Einstein jack me off. Wow. And I said, that's a stroke of genius. I don't know. Hey, let's get up for Sam Dean, everybody.
All right. Good for Robert Barry, everybody.
Yay!
Oh, hey, you're still here. Sorry about that. Oh, I like the lights, by the way, Robert. That's awesome. That's a good touch.
Thank you. It's trying to set the mood.
Hell yeah. Who needs a backdrop? You got lights. Now get out of here. I'm just kidding. I love that. That's so cool. So much power, you guys. I don't know if I can handle that much power. All right, let's keep this thing moving along, everybody. Our next comic is America's favorite heckler. I muted her, by the way. You're muted. You were rustling around at the end of Robert said, so I muted you. I thought it was Pam. And I actually muted Pam.
Yeah, how dare
and then
you.
she made this look in the camera like, what the fuck? And I
Pam
just got a
looks
nice
like a
laugh
heckler.
out of it.
Let's be fair.
You know, I had to tell her, you know. Anyways, Melanie, you're muted. Get up for everybody's favorite heckler, Melanie Calabrese, everybody.
Wow!
You're still muted.
Okay, Sam, I'm not a heckler. I'm very sensitive. I'm gonna keep on thinking, Athena, all night. He thinks I'm a heckler. Am I a heckler? Okay. I was laughing. Okay, I'll just talk about that in therapy next week. Okay. Anyways, I know, Athena. I love you too, Athena. I do. So let's talk about dentists. Okay. Yeah. So yeah, let's see. My ex-husband and I, when we were married, we used to go to the same dentist. Isn't that romantic, right? Not at the same time, but it was funny because the dentist would always talk to me when I was laying in the chair or something, and he would always tell me everything, about his kids and about his boat, and I'm like, I really don't want to hear about the boat as he's drilling into my tooth and contributing to this boat. And then I would go home and I'd be like, oh yeah, the dentist is, going on vacation and he's got kids in high school. And my ex was like, what the hell? Why is he telling you all his business? I'm like, I don't know. He's just talking to me, So it was funny. And then for me, it was funny. So then, what was I going to say? And then I have a new dentist now. Who knows, that dentist probably took off in his boat somewhere. And so I've been going to this dentist for a little while, and it must have been about July, and it was during COVID. I went to get my teeth cleaned, and it's hard to see people when you're in the dental office. You can't tell who is who, and they're all geared up, which I'm very happy about, and all you can see is their eyes. And then of course, I get there and they're cleaning my teeth, and this woman starts talking to me, and she was like, you have a petite mouth. And I was like, oh, really? Thank you. Is that good or bad? I don't know. What do you guys think? So nobody's ever called anything on me petite, okay? I was like, thank you very much. And then she kept talking to me, and she starts talking to me now. And she says, "Oh, well, you must grind your teeth." I'm like, "Yeah, I think I do, you know." And she's like, "Well, you're probably going to have sleep apnea one day." And I'm like, "Shit, God, you know." And so I don't want sleep apnea. Both my parents have it, and they wear the mask, and I just don't want to end up that way. And so she says, "Well, we have something called Invisalign, and that can help you straighten your teeth out." Now, I'm sorry if anybody works for Invisalign. Okay, nobody works for it, right? She said we can do like a free graph x-ray, and we can figure out what you need. And I'm like, wait a minute, what happened to the 3 years and 2 years in middle school where I wore braces? I mean, how does this happen? I suffered through braces. My dad, he paid for braces for my twin sister and I. And she's like, well, teeth shift. And I'm like, great, I thought I was done. So then she's like, okay. Then later on, the dentist calls me in, and she's like, well, the Invisalign, and they give you a whole written up report. And I'm like, wow, this is what my teeth can look like. My teeth's fine. And she's like, yeah, it's about $2,500. I'm like, okay, I'll think about it. I know. And I'm like, okay, nothing's bad with my teeth, you know? So then I go in her office. There goes my ring light. And I go in her office, and she's got this like plaque that says Invisalign, gold member. And I'm like, oh my God, what the hell? Is this some kind of scam, a cult or something? I'm like, I don't know. And so I just was like, whatever. So then then just recently, yesterday, I was eating popcorn, and the kernel hurt my tooth, right? I fractured part of my tooth. I know, it's old people do that, right? And I'm at home with my dog. I live alone, and I was like crying, and I'm like, oh my God, this is how I'm going to be taken out from eating the kernel. I'm just going to like go into shock. My dog will probably eat me. Who knows, right? And so then I went, and they had to go, and they had to do all this procedure. They had to drill in my tooth and take out the old filling and put in new filling. And when I get in there, all I see, of course, is like the people's eyes. And this young girl, I could probably be her mother. She's like, oh, hi. And I'm like, hi. And then she's like, I'll take your blood pressure. And I'm like, why? And apparently my blood pressure was high. No joke. Who knew, right? And then she's like, well, you really should she goes, it should be fine, but you should really get that checked out. And she I don't know. She just was very half-assed about the whole thing. And then she said, yeah, so, and then, I don't know. I just didn't like, and she's like putting stuff in my mouth, not telling me what it is. And then she puts the cotton ball, and my mouth is all really swollen. And then all I look up, and I see that she's got the biggest, fakest eyelashes. That's all I see. And all I can think about is, oh my God, what if those eyelashes fall into my mouth? I'm dead. I don't get it. I mean, and then she's like, oh, well, you should really get that checked out. Like, not to be mean, but she was like one of those girls, one of those girls that like, has everything, the fake hair. And then the doctor goes, okay, Jasmine, would you please shut the window? And I'm like, no shit. She's named after a Disney princess. Okay, who knew? A Disney princess is fucking with my teeth. So then, so it was pretty miserable. And then I just went home and went to sleep for like 4 hours. And then before I left, the dentist is like, I'm in so much pain. I have to go to a meeting on Zoom. And the dentist is like, oh, did you get a chance to look at that Invisalign stuff? And I'm like, no. And I just ran out of there. So I'm just so grateful that I was never named after a Disney princess, because I just could not take her seriously. Okay? Right, Dagmar? Right?
That's right, Melanie.
That's right. I'm a heckler.
The assistant was superficial.
What was superficial?
The assistant.
She was. I wanted to take that braid and just hang her with it. I'm sorry, it's really bad.
Don't apologize. It's good comedy.
Oh, I was so mad. Who knows if she was even a dental assistant? She may have gone off the street. Okay, there I go. I'm sorry, Sam. Gone too far.
All right, Melanie, everybody. Keep going for Melanie, everybody.
Wow!
Yeah. I'm just kidding, Melanie. I'm gonna give you a complex. You're not a heckler. I think you might have heckled me. I think you might have heckled me on accident a couple times. Recently. Very recently.
Heckled you with love.
One of them was today.
Yes. Heckle.
Yeah. Hey, you guys, watch this. Woo. It's so much fun. It's so much fun. All right, let's keep this thing going. You guys get up for your next comic. He's a very funny dude. Get up for Mudit Verma. Mudit Verma, everybody.
Woo!
What is up, everybody? Yeah.
What up, man?
Yo. I try something. Try a new joke. This one kind of only works at live mics when I'm wearing tight shirts, but I'll try it here. So the thing is, I have gynecomastia, which is medical talk for man boobs. You're just gonna take my word for it because like this camera is like shoulders up. I don't know. And I wish I could donate them like the same way people can like donate their hair. Like if my gynecomastia, because like. Yeah, I just really need to get this weight off my chest. It's just overbearing. Okay. I absolutely regret telling that joke. This pandemic has really warped my sense of time. Everything just mashed together. I almost found myself taking a shower fully dressed to avoid doing laundry. It might have happened a couple times, and now my wardrobe smells like shampoo, body wash, and conditioner 3-in-1. I might get that 3-in-1 and mint flavored so I can add toothpaste to that mix. I'm very efficient. I finish quickly. Showers. Anyone have like friends that say things like, I will never find true love, I'll be loved by nobody, when really they mean they'll never find someone they find attractive? I don't know why. That joke did a lot better like 15 minutes ago at a different mic. For some reason, it came out like really constipated in this mic. I'm not sure why. So I apologize. So I'm Hindu, right? I was raised in a Hindu household, and the way, and I was taught to believe in reincarnation. Hindus believe in reincarnation. The way that works is you look at karma. Karma. It's like the way you get good karma is by doing good things, and you get reincarnated as something higher in the food chain. So I'm doing all kinds of volunteer work and community service. So I get reincarnated as a trust fund baby. I promise I'll be one of the good ones. Full-time philanthropy, no pyramid schemes. Speaking of which, you ever get so lonely that you actually want to join a pyramid scheme? Yeah, I get DMs I get messages from my high school friends from like a decade ago. Asking about pyramid schemes, and most normal people they ignore they ignore the messages with the pyramid schemes, but I argue with them. I escalate the tension. I post on their profiles, and I argue with them about it's not even about the scheme at this point. It's like I argue with them about politics, pop culture, memes, and then my friends are like, you know what, Mood, is this meme really the hill that you want to die on? Like, well. I'm Hindu, and Hindus believe in reincarnation, so that gives me unlimited hills to die on. Can keep the arguments going. I got into it with my roommate the other day. We were arguing, and my roommate is super religious, right? And he said to me, "Hey, Mudit, isn't it kind of weird how Hindus worship cows?" I was like, you know what? It works out because cows actually exist. The thing is. I don't actually know what religion my roommate is, but I'm pretty sure he's not Hindu. Can cross that off the list. I have a friend, a buddy of mine. He says he's in a platonic sexual relationship. I'm like, what's that? What's a platonic sexual relationship? He goes home and masturbates after they hang out. It's a little bit one-sided. I promise that joke is not based on my personal life. It was just an abstract reasoning. I would never participate in such a one-sided relationship. Heck, if I was in that relationship, like my partner and I would go home separately and masturbate to completely different people. Turns out that's just my entire friend circle. See, last couple of jokes. What can I end with? As a millennial, I get crap for like spending too much time on my smartphone, you know, like burying my face into it, detaching from reality. But isn't that what prior generations did with books? Like you can't even send emails from that thing, you know? I can do like half my day job from my phone. So take that.
Ooh.
That's my time. Thanks. My name is Muda Verma. Thank you.
All right, Moody. Keep it going for Moody, everybody. Hey, you know what? I can do half my day job from my phone, too. My day job is to be on my phone. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. But if you guys heard that story I told earlier in the mic, you guys would have loved it. Just saying. I know Chino didn't hear it. I'm just kidding. I'm just making deals behind Chino's back all the time, you know? Chino's nickname in high school was the Eclipse. Just kidding. Oh man. Where was I? Let's keep this thing going, you guys. Hey, this next comic sheet runs a mic. It's tomorrow. It's called Pam's Luau. Yeah, so I'm sure you guys know who I'm going to bring up next. It's probably somebody named Pam, right? Give it for Pam Escalona, everybody.
Yeah.
Hey, what's up, motherfuckers? Yeah, motherfuckers has been my favorite curse word. I don't know why. Hi, I'm Pam. Yes, I know. It's weird because, thank God, I don't have a Filipino book name like Princess or Queen Elizabeth or Reagan or like, I have Apple, or like, there was one boy was named, shit, I forgot. Sorry. Yeah, if I offended Filipinos, am I the only Filipinos? I guess I am. Yeah. Kenneth, mabuhay. Yeah. You Ilocano, Tagalog, Visayan? You don't want to say.
Yes.
Oh, you Tagalog? You Tagalog. Okay, sorry. More talkative. I'm talkative. Yeah. I am Ilocano. I'm like the dark skin of the Polynesian shit. Whatever. That's what Visayan people say. I'm naming all these Filipino names. Yeah. What's up, Flip? Yeah. That's how you say, like, how the M people, like how black people say to the other black people, what's up, man? What's up, Flip? Okay, I gotta stop bothering you. Anyway, you know what? I have HBO. Yes, I like to pay almost $200 on my cable. There's Cats on. Yeah, the musical Cats. I know. I realized that's a pathetic musical. Oh my God. I started looking at the ceiling. What the fuck is this fucking musical about? God damn it. Jesus Christ. I was like, what? Oh my God. God, yeah. Like, freaking Jessica. Wait, was it Jennifer Hudson kept on. Was it Jennifer Hudson? Yeah, Jennifer Hudson. I don't know. She had a cold, so I'm like thinking, does she have AIDS? Like the AIDS the cat virus FIV or something? I used to work in a fucking clinic before, so I'm thinking she has FIV. I know. What a dick am I? Yeah, but I love musicals. I love musicals. I love Phantom of the Opera, But I realized that's another pathetic love story, because Christine chose no other the Vicon over Phantom, And then, of course, Andrew Lloyd Webber tried to make another sequel of the Phantom of the Opera, Love Never Dies. And finally, Phantom wins, but guess what? Christine dies. But guess what? They have a son together. I know, what a pathetic love story. Oh, yeah, I noticed Andrew Lloyd Webber's musicals are sad. You know, like Jesus Christ Superstar. You know, Jesus died. Evita Peron, Evita died. You know, Sunset Boulevard. You ever watch Sunset Boulevard? Watch the original movie. It's the fucking same thing. It's just they put music like so dramatic. Oh, fall in love with me. Yeah, I'm having sex with an old person. Yeah, anyhow. Alright, I gotta see how many times. Oh, fucking shit. Yeah, I know. Shit. I got a Chanel lipstick, and it's really you know, I bought this like about. No, I don't have a sugar daddy, but I bought this like about 8 months ago, and I realized it's so technology because you just press this. I was like turning it on, and I'm like, and I was like, oh wow, wait, hold on. There, you just freaking push the button, and I'm like, wow, why can't all lipstick does that? No, it's Chanel. Shit. Anyway, before I go, there's one song that I like. It's become the song of the year. It's WAP, and I'll just get it straight. My favorite lyric of that song is if he eats my ass, he's a bottom feeder. So I'm just saying, those all ass eaters are bottom feeders? Rain Pan, that's my time. Join me next time. It's the 80s, 90s thing, so I'll play an intro of 80s, 90s theme song. Thank you, mabuhay, aloha. Back to you, Puto Sam.
Pam, keep going for Pam, everybody. Yeah. Hey, Pam's up here trying to start the Great Filipino War of 2020, you guys. What's that all about, man? I almost had to take off the Facebook Live, you know? And then she's like, hey, I got this lipstick. It's really weird. If you push this button, it starts shaking. I don't know what that's all about. There's batteries in it. This next comic is coming at you from the other side of the Great Wall of the Philippines. Get up for Kenneth Dizon, everybody.
Thank you. Sam, thanks for putting both the Filipinos back to back. So anyways, I'm in Chicago right now. Like before the pandemic, I would see Christian missionaries at the train station all the time. In the black neighborhoods, the missionaries were black. In Latinx neighborhoods, they were Latinx. In Asian neighborhoods, Asian. But in white neighborhoods, the missionaries were non-existent. It's because missionaries know that white people don't need God anymore. The new spiritual practices and institutions for them are yoga studios for $200 a month. You could pay some white lady named Janet to tell you to stick your butt up in the air in Sanskrit. Some white people got so into yoga that they changed their name to Rehan or Ashita. I bet you that Rehan and Ashita put down Steve and Nancy in their resume. I bet you that Rehan and Ashita started a cult full of Steves and Nancys who don't want to be Steves and Nancys anymore. The missionaries on the train station remind me, though, that missionaries no longer have to be in Africa to spread the word of God. They could just go to the south side of Chicago. And they could also look like you, too. Even before the pandemic, a lot of churches were shutting down permanently. It's because middle to upper class white people move in the neighborhood. They bring in their yoga studios. The church's Christian base moves out, and God can't afford to pay rent anymore. That's why there are Christian missionaries on the train station. They want people to go to church to fundraise to keep God from getting evicted. The missionaries don't reach out to the homeless people though, because if the homeless attend church, they're gonna bring property values down. God may have created the earth and the sky, but he should have also created affordable housing. Because like the Israelites wandering through the desert, God's Christian congregation must now traverse the housing market to find their holy land elsewhere. The biggest issue in the gay community that no one talks about is that no one finds me hot. Like, white guys with an Asian fetish find me hot though. One of them asked me where I was from. I said the Philippines. Then he pulled out his passport. I stamped it, bent over, and told him that the flight was now boarding.
Oh.
Let my body take you to faraway exotic land. Yeah. Pop music says that the solution to my loneliness is to love myself. I've been loving myself since puberty started. I just want someone to love me, okay? I don't like guys with big dicks though. A lot of gay men do, but my prostate gland is literally 2 inches into my asshole. To get into this ride, you just have to be 2 inches or taller. If you're too tall or too wide, that's when it starts getting uncomfortable. Even with the machinery all oiled up. I'm like the Goldilocks when it comes to cocks. Not too big, not too small, but just right. Thank you. That's my time.
All right. Keep going for Kenneth, everybody.
Woo!
Yeah. He looks like he's in the Great Filipino War too. It's all dark out there. He has to hide. He has to hide so like they don't come and take him from his home. Oh man, Pam, what did you start?
What? Oh yeah, our adobo is better than Hispanic.
Oh dang!
Adobo.
She won't stop. She's going for the jugular, you guys. Watch out for Pam. If you're Filipino and you're not from the same part of the Philippines as her, she will hurt you emotionally.
I gotta go.
Kidding.
See you guys.
Okay, Pam.
Yeah.
Bye,
Okay,
Pam.
good night.
Bye-bye.
Let's keep this thing going, you guys. That was a little bit scary. So let's just let's take a better route. Coming to the stage, everybody. Keep it going for Alicia Rain. Everybody, Alicia Rain.
Woo. Hey everybody, I'm Janet. Namaste. Hey. I was drinking too much Mountain Dew. Knee slapping over here. Some good jokes tonight. Yeah, guys, I am not very religious at this moment. Growing up, I was to the point where like you can't say the Lord's name in vain. And like my mom is still like that, you know, she's like, oh my God. And I'm like, you won't say the Lord's name in vain, but you'll say a demon's no problem. I don't know what the problem, I don't know what, anyway, so I still don't say it that often. Like, it's just not something I say on the daily. Usually when I do say it though, is when there's too many religious radio stations in a row. You know, it's just like, shh, love is God, shh, God is Jesus, shh, heaven is Jesus Christ. Yeah, Yeah, I don't know what to believe. I do worship one God though, and that's the porcelain God. Usually right around 3 a.m. on a Sunday, I'll just, after a very long night of sinning, I'll just get down on my knees and just purge all of my sins. And he just flushes them away. Now that's a God you can count on. Eh? Yeah, guys, I'm going to move on to the next joke, which is in the back of my mind. It just needs to move to the front. And that's cool. I just saw New Mutants. There's no joke. The movie just itself was terrible. You wait a year and a half to see something, and then you go to the theater and you see it and you're like, trying to prevent myself from being Oedipus over here and like gouging out my own eyes. Like it was just that terrible. That is the truth. Guys, I actually am really proud. I wrote a poem the other day. And I am proud because I haven't written a poem since high school. Okay. In high school, I used to have like eyeliner, like just all around my eye, just like so thick and so wide around that I got the nickname Raccoon. I don't know if it was because of that or if it was because I had rabies. I don't know which one it was, but yeah. Anyway, my poetry back then was a lot different. There was a lot of broken and shattered, and there's a lot of synonyms for the word black. You know, like obsidian. And now my poetry is a little different. I'm going to go ahead and just read it to you. Okay. Bread, eggs. You know what? This is just a grocery list. My face is red, huh? But spice does rhyme with rice. So poetry in motion. Yeah. Yeah, guys. My favorite game to play is Cards Against Humanity. But the worst group of people to play that game with is your family. Because of that game, I learned some new slang for the term vagina from my cousin. So because of that game, I learned that in Michigan, they say virgin. And I'm like, is that a regional term? Like over here, we say pop. Over there, they say soda. Over here, we say vajayjay. Over there, they say virgin. Hashtag vagina dialects. Thank you, guys. I'm Alicia Ray.
Woo! Yeah, keep going for Alicia, everybody. And thank you very much to the people that are still here. I do appreciate that, you guys. I do appreciate that. So let's keep going. Let's keep moving along. This next comic, he is here. He is very naked, it looks like.
He's got pants on.
He has pants on, you guys. It's funny because with Zoom comedy, it's always the opposite, right? You wear a shirt, but you don't have to wear pants. But I guess Kirk likes to make his own rules. Get up for Kirk Massard, everybody!
Woo! Yo, what the fuck is up? I'm so glad that I know everyone in this room, I think, at least through the video screen. Just did a little live performance, so yeah, I had to fucking strip down after being in public out in front and hose myself off before I came back into my apartment. Very scared to go outside recently. It was all right. It was fun. I don't know. Why are there like fucking every week there's like 1,500 people on that fucking list and there's down to 10 in the room right now? 6 of whom I can see? Jesus. One of them's Athena. I assume she's right there in the room. I mean, she is the primary, the joke writer, joke writer, producer, all that cool shit for this hypothetical comedy. Oh, I rushed to get home. I could have stayed and had another beer. Wait, I thought I was going to miss it. But you guys are in for a treat. Oh, that is almost a minute of just straight talking. God damn it, let's get into it. Everybody talking about politics? No, maybe? No, anybody? Yeah, fuck politics. My favorite politician of all time. It is a man by the name of R. Bud Dwyer. He was the treasurer in Pennsylvania about 30 years ago in the 80s. And I mean, as treasurer, it makes sense because he was convicted of bribery. But also as treasurer, his last act saved all of the Philadelphians' tax money because he just shot himself at a press conference right in the face on live TV, saving all of those taxpayers the cost of keeping him in jail. I mean, it's the ultimate treasurer move. Like, I mean, it really, like, at worst, he was just some dude who had a lot of problems and figured out a terrible way to handle it. But at best, maybe he's an inspiration for politicians, current, future. I don't know. Just a different way to handle that awkward press conference. I don't know. Might not be all bad. Might not be all bad. Anybody else see that a new TikTok celebrity? I mean, brief celebrity. He also blew his face off on TikTok live. Yeah, I never would have even heard about it, except at least 5 of my friends online who are moms shared a post warning other people from watching this video, warning kids, don't tune into it accidentally. I never would have even known about it. You can't just share anything, even if you agree or disagree. It promotes it. Works the same with politics stuff. Like, I know you're sharing something with the hilarious comment on it about something that Trump actually did. And I know there's a hilarious comment, but you're still fucking promoting it. You're still sharing it. It just doesn't work. I mean, I'm happy to see that shit. Like, I've seen, it wasn't the best blow off of the face that I've seen, but it wasn't the worst. I mean, there's some where they just go right out of frame. You don't see anything. There's some good shit out there. I spend way too much time on bestgore.com. Any other members of bestgore.com? That's legitimate. I should get sponsored for fucking saying that. Yeah, Jesus. Live comedy was interesting. I mean, I got some good laughs. Like, it was cool, but it was just eye contact's throwing me off. Like, it's like I was thinking about it, and like literally, I think the middle of October is when I first did live comedy last year. So it's been a year, but I feel like I've known a lot of y'all longer than I've known people I know in real life. It's really just all fucking breaking apart up here for me. Yeah, I stare at screens just like everybody. Stare at screens. I know it's a minute, Sam. Come on, I'm a professional. I'm staring at right here, just timing the shit out of it. Timing is important. I mean, just being on time. Trust me, I was dead for 9 days in a coma. Dead, same difference. There's nothing there. You're like, don't waste any of your time, because there's nothing fucking waiting out there. There's no fucking choir, no angels, no haunting anything. Yeah, I don't know. I'm excited to wait and see what Deb Mars got in store for us. She's still coming up. Angry Deb. She's got a talk show she's doing. She described it to me as a combination of Judge Judy and Steve Wilkos. So I don't know. I guess she'll figure out a way to throw those chairs through the Zoom, but whatever. You guys have a good night. Thank you.
All right, Kirk. You got for Kirk, everybody. Woo! I mean, the people that are here anyway. Hey, Kirk, sorry, I missed like the first half of your set because there's a really cute cat next to you playing with the blinds cord.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I was distracted, you know.
He doesn't ever like to be on these cameras. My other one, she's on here as soon as I get on and start talking.
Maybe they know there's a camera going because the cat was right there. It was
You chased
fucking
her right
adorable,
the fuck
man.
out of the window.
It was fucking adorable. I had something else to say to you, but I don't remember now. Damn it. It's okay. It happens. Yeah, as a host, like I always have to like think of something clever to say during people's sets, and then like half the time I think of something, and then by the time their set's done, I forget. It's whatever. It happens. I guess it happens. Let's keep this thing moving right along. You guys, this next comic, he is coming at you from Philly. No, not from Philly. From Jersey. he eats Philly egg rolls. And he is Cousin Berto's favorite comedian. Get up for Chino De Leon, everybody.
What's up, everybody? Hey, man, thank you, Sam. Thank you, Funky Sam Medina, man. Give it up for Funky Sam Medina. A lot of you don't know this, but he actually is multi-talented. He just doesn't do comedy. He actually started a new, band called Picnic at the Disco. Y'all gotta check him out. Fucking love you, you jumbo tub of lard, you beautiful piece of ass. Yeah, man. Friday, right? Fucking thank God. If you believe. If you don't, thank the dirt. I don't fucking know. Yeah, man. I was earlier thinking to myself, man, if history corrects me, I think we're up for a presidential assassination attempt. At least an attempt. At least an attempt. The last motherfucker that tried to kill a president used the fucking shoe. So, yeah. You know how mad you gotta be to throw a fucking shoe at somebody? Like, you really gotta hate that motherfucker to throw your shoe that you paid money that you probably worked hard. Like, that's just, first of all, my first thoughts is that, did you go on there with the thought, like, you know, let me take my bad shoe just in case I gotta throw my fucking shoe at somebody? Like, what's the thought process of that? First of all, obviously, I'm talking about the Bush thing. If y'all are not old enough, then go to fuck the bed. It's past your bedtime. President Bush Jr. had a man just randomly throw shoes at him. And he threw both of them. So, you know what I mean? He was really dedicated to that fucking thing. But what's worse is that Bush is just downstairs. Shit, like, his reflexes was on point that day, man. My thought is, can you imagine if he would have died by getting hit by one? That would have been really fucking sucky to be the first president to die by a shoe attack. Yeah, man. Am I the only one that thought when he went to be president, I'm like, yep, he for sure is going to get assassinated. No? Biden definitely is going to get assassinated by some fucking white supremacists. Them Proud Boys are standing by. Remember? So, man, look, I love comedy. I'm so happy that Tuesday is coming up. I'm finally doing live comedy in front of 40 people. And, 40 people's the limit. And there might not be 40 people, but I'm going to fucking be there like there's 100 people. Any parents here? Parents? Yeah? Yes. A lot of you are here. I'm starting to understand deadbeat parents, man. I get it, man. Like, I used to be scared of being a deadbeat parent, but after this pandemic, fuck these kids, dude. Like, they're asleep. They're not going to hear me. I'm not going to ruin their fucking future and add shit to their mental. They can't hear me. And if they can't hear me, I love my kids, man. They're fucking the best thing that ever happened to me, man. Hypothetically, if I was a deadbeat, can you imagine the shit that I could buy? Oh, I could eat and would not worry about who else I gotta fucking feed, man. Like I could buy my own shit and not worried about buying somebody that I'm responsible for. You know what I mean? God, I envy deadbeat parents. Like my dad did it right, man. He did drugs and alcohol, man. He wasn't in my life at all. And look what I did. I turned out to be a 32 comedian. 32, I said 32 like I'm 32 comedians in one. Yeah. 32-year-old with a come. Oh, man. I wrote some unemployment jokes, but I'm not going to say them because I know they're not going to work. So I'll end it with this, guys, man. I love y'all. Y'all have the best Friday night ever. And if you don't get laid, jerk off like you are going to get laid. Yeah? My name is Chino De Leon, man. That's my time.
Yeah. Give it up for Chino, everybody.
Chinita.
Yeah. See, his fan arrived. Perfect timing too. Hey, Berto, were you here? Were you here before Chino went up or no?
No, I just came in right
No,
now.
he just came from your house.
I did introduce him as cousin Berto's favorite comedian.
What? You what now?
I introduced him as cousin Berto's favorite comedian.
Oh, I didn't hear that. I got it late.
You got really good timing.
I want to see Kirk more because I know he doesn't have a shirt on. Ay.
All right, get out of here now. Okay. This next comic just walked off the screen. I think she might have. She's here. All right. I don't know what's happening, but give it up for the acrobatic Deb Mar, everybody.
Yeah. Woo! Give it up for me, losers. I'm here. You've all been waiting. Even Athena turned her camera on. Sweetie, I love you. Who didn't? Who am I going to torture? Alex Torres? Pine? Who's Pine?
Good Pine.
Well, he's definitely my friend.
In the Medina household, and I pronounce things the way that they do.
There's not a tilde.
Oh, shit.
Oh, we're working class. We don't need tildes. So, hi, everybody. I'm getting messages from hot guys. I'm so sorry. My attention isn't fully focused on you. As if you deserve it. So, check. Oh, wait. First, I don't know if you guys noticed, it's Kirk Broussard family night. He introduced us to his cat.
Oh, here's my cat.
And then his bong, which is 10 times bigger than his cat. There are no shirts in the Broussard family. Just so we're clear.
Damn right.
Damn right, baby. Check this out. And yes, I can wear this color after Labor Day if there are any wasps in the room. Nudie wasps, because this is grayish. So you can eat my shit. You understand what this means? It means stage 3 happened. Woo. Nail salons are open. And check this out. I am going to fully exploit the medium. You guys ready? You are not going to be able to handle this shit.
Yeah.
Check it Very red. Because I'm a spring, fuckers. I only do blue reds. Sending me a gift. You need to know that. like I'd give you my address. Oh, I had a set. Right. So, check this out. Don't look too closely. It's not a great job because my original manicurist, Diane, I texted her when I was seeing that things were reopening, and she sent me a message to the effect of, I'm not a manicurist anymore. My salon went out of business during COVID, and I'm not risking my life to pamper your white ass, you fucking cunt. So I had to find some new people. That's okay. It's all going to work out. And I'm a giver. I mean, I wore the mask. I protect everybody. I'm Jewish. So one of the women, and it's very weird, like when you have one woman is doing your toes, another woman is doing your hands, and they're doing it to make more money, to be efficient. But I can't help but think of the lion, the cowardly lion in The Wizard of Oz. Remember when they get to Oz and he's getting pampered? Only Athena. Then I'm only doing this set for Athena. And he's getting everything done, and I don't even have a punch for that. I don't need one. I'm hot. Okay, so one of the women I learned is divorced, and she wants to date. And so I helped her. I showed her the dating app. Why? Because I'm a giver. And I showed them a photo I had gotten today. This is what's so great. So I have cramps right now, which is also why you better not fuck with me. Even more than normal. And like my period is like on the farewell tour. And like, I think the Bob Seger farewell tour, like one and done, not the Eagles coming back out every 2 fucking years kind of bullshit. I think we're heading there. And so for real. And so, cause you know, I'm quite a bit over 40. And this is the best. I get a photo, 27-year-old, not making it up. These young guys, they are into older women. My nickname for this new one, Captain America. To kind of give you an idea of his physique. Unfucking believable. Let me give a little hint to any of the single women in the room. And Athena, in case she gets bored. You gotta tell the hotties, hey Paula, you gotta tell the hotties no. You can't be in a rush with them because every woman is throwing themselves at them. And you know, you gotta play it cool. So where am I? Oh yeah. So sexting. Oh, look at this. What are you wearing? He can't get enough of me. It's the best. I was at the salon. I showed them the photo of shirtless Miss Captain America, and no offense, Kurt, you would not want to be shirtless next to this guy.
You haven't seen my six-pack, Deb.
He's got a gazillion pack. And I show the photo. I said, yo, this is a guy I met on the dating app. Sold. He's getting on the app this evening, like as we speak. I showed her where she could put the languages that she speaks so she doesn't have to fuck with stupid guys who can't speak her language. And their eyes got really wide and like, that's what's on there? I opened up a whole new world. That's who I am. That's the essence of me. I open people's worlds up. Why am I yelling? I have no idea. Sam, do you want me to do the thing about like the iPhone fucking up? I have it much tighter.
We're almost on 9 minutes.
Oh, you guys are just like Captain America. You can't get enough of me. I could stop there. I'll keep you wanting more. It's a cliffhanger. I love you all. I love you, Athena and Sam. Thanks for this. Oh, Chino. Thanks for this beautiful room. I'm Deb Mar.
Woo! You're going for Deb Mar, everybody.
Yay!
Our little Deb Mar's growing up, you guys. When the quarantine started, she was in her PJs eating cereal, and now she's doing tricks with her toes on camera.
Prop comic now.
She's a yeah, I don't know if the prop is attached to you. In that case, that Zoom bombers are prop comics too. Oh man, let's keep this thing going, you guys. Your next comic, she somewhere. She didn't want to come on, but I said that she has to, so I'm just kidding.
I'm right here.
Give it up for you're not next, Paul. Give it up for Athena
I'm right
Rodriguez,
here.
everybody.
Oh, hi. Guys. I'm drunk and high at the same time. Sorry. Okay, we could do this. All right, I got this. Bye, Alicia. Have a great night. Thank you for stopping by. Guys, I appreciate that you guys think that Sam and I are this power couple, but I gotta air out some grievances. Can I air out my grievances, guys?
Yes.
Okay, thank you. I mean, I would have still did it if you said no, but guys, so like I just recently found out that I'm the other woman. Yeah. It turns out that Sam is in a relationship with Britney Spears. I know, and I'm like, so you have a type, huh? And he's like, what's my type? And I'm like, crazy bitches. And then I realized what I said, and I was sad. Guys, how can you be the other woman to Britney Spears? Like, how can I like live up to that kind of standard, you guys? You know, I mean, I could ask him to hit me, baby, one more time, but you know, it's brown. And it's so weird because I don't know if you guys are privy to this, but Britney Spears is in a relationship with a man named Sam. Which makes me like hella like, dang, they really are in a relationship. It would be really easy to fool me, I think. I feel like I'm very gullible and naive in certain ways. I don't have any punch for that. I'm just making an observation. Guys, I'm sorry. You know what? Let me go with the jokes. Okay, so yeah, I was thinking about the last time I was in a relationship, and I walked in on that fool cheating on me. Yeah, that rascal. Thank you. Yeah, I walked in on him, and he was like doing his thing, and I'm like, "Oh my God, what are you doing?" And he's like, "Hey, babe, you made it to the threesome." Well, oh shit. And then I realized that was a fucking lie, because the guy he was fucking wasn't even my type. Apparently you could have two bears, you guys.
Could have told me that in private, Athena.
You know, I mean, I'm gonna call you out. It's our mic. Yeah. Sometimes, sometimes I realize that I'm getting really picky about porn, and you really shouldn't because it's porn. But like I was watching one, and the lady had really long acrylic nails, and I kept getting worried about the guy. And she was all aggressive, right? She was like, all right. Well, stop, you're gonna hurt him. And then I watched this one where they were doing it on Dora the Explorer sheets, and I kept getting distracted. So I was like, any minute now, it's just gonna be like, where is the penis? Can you find the penis? Let's ask the map. And then the map comes out, and he's all excited, and he's like, I'm the map. I'm the map. His dick and balls are in your ass. I'm the map. What I'm saying is I'm a pervert, you guys. Oh, I got distracted. Hey, how long do I have?
1 minute.
1 minute?
Yes.
Wait, what's happening?
Yes, correct. Affirmative.
Okay, so guys, I was thinking about how like I'm such a weenie nowadays because I keep watching murder documentaries and listening to like true crime podcasts, and I'm starting to become a weenie. Like I stopped at the stoplight today, and I looked at the guy in the car next to me, and he smiled at me, and I was like, he just chose me to be his next victim. I mean, like, I was picking my nose, but he made it weird. Listen, my friend is trying to like make me not such a weenie, and she's like, if you get a taser like I have, you won't be such a weenie. And I'm like, all right. And so she brings it over to show me so I can, figure out how to use it. She's like, wait do you see this? And she starts digging in her purse, right? And she's like, digging in her purse, and I'm all getting excited, right? And then she's digging in her purse. She pulls out the fucking taser, and I'm like, holy shit. I hope whoever mugs you was as patient as I was. And he was Tina Rodriguez. Have a great night, guys.
Yeah. Woo! Keep going for Athena, everybody. Woo! All right. I got to kick her off the screen now.
That was good. Good.
Yeah. All right, let's keep this thing going, you guys. We're down to your last comic of the night. Yeah, so here we are. We started it at the bottom, and now here we are. Slightly,
at the top.
Slightly not at the bottom anymore, you guys. Very slightly. I'm just kidding, you guys. Let's bring out your next comic to the stage. Get up for the very awesome Paula.
Woo! Well, we reached the end of the mic on the Friday, the mic we all wait for all week long. It's such a high, man. Can I fucking tell you? Gosh, thank you, Sam and Athena, for the mic every week. I appreciate you guys.
Woo.
It'd be a weird mic if it was only me. Yeah, I'm at that show all the time. I just wish I could get out the hood a little bit, That'd be nice. Because you're not in a hood if it's just a singular person. You know what I mean? Like, so my question tonight to everybody is, why do we think that they don't put pregnancy on the list of STDs? Has anyone pondered that? I wonder. Because see, back when that list came out when I was in high school, or the list that I saw the first time, I was stunned by it. I'm like, okay, this is preventable. Like, I'm going to be a prude, but I'm going to keep myself safe. Never caught an STD. But all the while, I got snatched up by the parental trap. Like, that doesn't seem fair. Because the product of pregnancy, which happens